I've seen this graph floating around and I wanted to address it real quick with my opinion. Not like you really care. The red line are the current sellers, the blue line are the buyers. And you can see in this part right here in the COVID times, buyers far exceeded the number of homes for sale. We all know that. Money was basically free. But over the last year or so, it stayed pretty steady until all of a sudden inventory started to climb. So now this graph is trying to tell us we have 500,000 more homes than home buyers out there in the market today. That might be true, but is it really? From what I've seen for the last year to 2 years, buyer demand has continued to grow and grow and grow. They're just not in the market. So this graph is showing you the homes that are in the market and the buyers that are in the market. But there are so many people that want to buy a home that are just sitting out there waiting for rates to drop. So I say the real thing to look at is the level at which inventory is at. It is still below where it was pre-pandemic, which means that we still don't have enough homes for sale, because the minute those rates change, that buyer activity is going to go whoosh. And if that happens, this is going to go boom. So even though this graph is floating around trying to scare everybody into thinking that we have way too much inventory, we don't. We just have buyers sitting on the sidelines and they're not taking that into account. There are so many buyers out there right now that want to buy a home. They're just waiting for rates to drop. I just recently did a poll and the majority of the people said they're going to wait for rates to drop. So everybody's going to be in the same boat. At the end of the day, the majority of Americans out there that would or want to or will eventually buy a home, they're just waiting for the right rates to hit. That number, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's probably in between 5 and 6% before we see the market just start to take off again. When that's going to happen, I have no idea. I have no clue. We've been told so many different things and promised and told and promised and told, and none of it happens the way we think. It is just very, very odd. But I do have to believe that it's going to happen sometime soon. I just don't know when. Call me an optimist, but I'd rather be optimistic than pessimistic.